Judy Garland, a shining star in the world of entertainment, enchanted audiences with her remarkable voice and unforgettable performances. However, beneath the glitz and glamour lay a life filled with deep struggles and heartache. Despite her incredible talent and the love of millions, she faced relentless challenges that often overshadowed her success. The pressures of fame weighed heavily on her, leading to severe mental health issues that plagued her throughout her life. Moreover, her battle with addiction was a constant shadow, affecting her relationships and career. The demands of the industry, coupled with her personal demons, created a tumultuous existence. Behind the scenes, Judy fought to maintain her image while grappling with feelings of inadequacy and despair. Her story is not just one of triumph, but also a poignant reminder of the hidden battles many face, even those who seem to shine the brightest. As her life unfolded, the contrast between her public persona and private struggles became increasingly stark, revealing a complex individual who was much more than just a beloved entertainer. Born as Frances Ethel Gum on June 10, 1922, in Grand Rapids, Minnesota, Judy Garland was the youngest daughter of Ethel Marion and Frances Yvette Gum, both of whom had a background in vaudeville. From a young age, her parents recognized her remarkable talent and encouraged her to join her sisters in their family act, the Gum Sisters. This early exposure to performance allowed Judy to develop her incredible singing voice and captivating stage presence. As she performed alongside her sisters, it became clear that she was the standout performer, drawing attention and admiration from audiences. In 1926, seeking greater opportunities for Judy in the growing entertainment industry, the Gum family made the significant decision to relocate to California. This move would prove pivotal in Judy's life, as it placed her in the heart of Hollywood, where her talents could be nurtured and showcased on a larger stage. The combination of her family's support and her own determination set the foundation for what would become a legendary career in show business. In 1935, at just 13 years old, Judy signed a contract with MGM, marking the beginning of a legendary career that would captivate audiences for decades. Her new stage name, Judy Garland, was suggested by George Jessel, a popular performer of the time. This name would soon become synonymous with talent and charm. Judy's early years at MGM were filled with a series of performances in short films and supporting roles in musicals, where she showcased her incredible singing and acting abilities. Despite her youth, she quickly became a recognizable face in Hollywood. Her big break came in 1937 when she starred in the feature film Broadway Melody of 1938. In this film, she performed the memorable song You Made Me Love You, singing to a photograph of the handsome actor Clark Gable. This performance not only highlighted her vocal talent, but also her ability to connect emotionally with the audience. Judy's charm and talent shone brightly, setting the stage for her rise to stardom in the entertainment industry. A significant turning point came when she starred in The Wizard of Oz in 1939. At just 16 years old, Judy Garland was cast as Dorothy Gale, a role that would define her career and solidify her status as a Hollywood icon. The film, based on L. Frank Baum's beloved book, showcased Garland's incredible talent and charm. Her portrayal of Dorothy, a young girl swept away to the magical land of Oz, resonated with audiences of all ages. The film's vibrant colors, memorable characters, and enchanting story captivated viewers, but it was Garland's heartfelt performance that truly stood out. The timeless appeal of her rendition of Over the Rainbow became a defining moment in cinema. This song, filled with hope and longing, captured the imagination of many and is still celebrated today. The success of The Wizard of Oz not only launched Garland into stardom, but also cemented her place in cinematic history as a beloved figure. Her ability to convey deep emotion through her singing and acting made her an unforgettable presence on screen. The film's legacy continues to influence generations, and Judy Garland remains an enduring symbol of talent and resilience in the entertainment industry. The journey to stardom for Judy Garland was marked by significant challenges, particularly due to the pressures of being a child star in the unforgiving Hollywood studio system. Under contract with MGM, Judy faced grueling work schedules that demanded long hours with minimal rest. This intense workload left her with little opportunity for a normal childhood or a proper education. Most of her days were consumed by the demands of the film set, where she was often required to perform or prepare for her next role. The relentless pace of production took a toll on her physical and mental well-being as she struggled to balance the expectations of her career with the desire for a typical childhood experience. The studio's focus on profit often overshadowed her needs as a young girl, leading to a life that was far from the carefree existence that many children enjoy. Judy's early experiences in the industry shaped her future, as the pressures she faced would follow her throughout her life, influencing her personal struggles and her eventual legacy in Hollywood. The studio controlled many aspects of her life, from her diet to her social interactions, creating a highly regulated environment that took a toll on her mental and physical health. One of the most significant challenges she faced was the relentless scrutiny over her appearance. MGM executives, particularly Louis B. Mayer, frequently criticized her looks, labeling her as the ugly duckling compared to other glamorous starlets of the time. This constant pressure to conform to an idealized image led to severe self-esteem issues. The demands of the studio extended beyond just her looks. They dictated her weight, her clothing, and even her relationships. Judy was often put on strict diets and subjected to harsh comments about her body, which contributed to her struggles with eating disorders. The environment at MGM was unforgiving, and the expectations placed on her were immense. As a result, Judy Garland found herself battling not only the pressures of fame, but also the deep-seated insecurities that arose from the constant comparisons and criticisms. This toxic atmosphere ultimately affected her well-being, leading to a tumultuous life filled with personal challenges. The pressures of Hollywood life contributed significantly to Judy Garland's reliance on stimulants and depressants. To manage her weight and keep up with a demanding studio schedule, she often turned to substances provided by the studio. These pills were intended to help her stay energetic during long filming hours, and to assist her in getting rest afterward. This created a vicious cycle of dependency, as she would take stimulants to stay awake, and then rely on depressants to help her sleep. The constant need to maintain her appearance and performance led to a struggle with addiction that would follow her throughout her life. The studios, focused on their profits, often overlooked the toll this took on her well-being. Instead of providing support, they supplied her with the very substances that would lead to her lifelong battle with addiction. This reliance on drugs became a coping mechanism for the immense pressure she faced, ultimately impacting her health and career. Despite the pressures of fame, Judy Garland was expected to project a cheerful and vibrant persona in public. This expectation took a toll on her health, as she struggled to maintain the image that her fans and the industry demanded. The constant need to perform and appear happy exacerbated her inner turmoil, creating a painful contrast between her public facade and private struggles. The impact of these challenges on her personal life was profound. Judy often found herself feeling isolated and disconnected from her peers. The lack of a stable home environment contributed to her feelings of loneliness, as she was frequently on the move, juggling her career and personal issues. Friendships became difficult to maintain due to her demanding schedule, which left little room for socializing outside of work. Most of her interactions were limited to those within the studio system, further deepening her sense of isolation. The pressure to deliver performances while battling her inner demons created a complex and tragic narrative in her life. The pressures of maintaining a public image and the relentless demands of Hollywood took a significant toll on her mental health. From a young age, Judy Garland was subjected to the studio's stringent control over her appearance, behavior, and career decisions. This control was not just about her roles, but extended deeply into her personal life. The constant scrutiny and criticism she faced from studio executives, particularly regarding her weight and looks, led to severe self-esteem issues. She was often told how to dress, how to act, and even how to smile, which created a persistent feeling of inadequacy. The expectations placed upon her were immense, and the fear of disappointing her fans and the studio only added to her struggles. As she grew older, the pressure did not lessen. Instead, it intensified, leading her to seek solace in various coping mechanisms. Unfortunately, these often included substance abuse, which further complicated her mental health challenges. The combination of these factors created a cycle of anxiety and depression that she battled throughout her life. Despite her immense talent and success, the toll of Hollywood's demands left a lasting impact on her well-being. Despite her immense talent and success, Judy Garland struggled deeply with feelings of loneliness and isolation. The bright lights of Hollywood and the adoration of fans could not fill the void she often felt inside. She frequently experienced a sense of being misunderstood and unsupported, which weighed heavily on her spirit. Her marriage to director Vincente Minnelli initially brought her a sense of stability and happiness. They shared a creative bond and a love that seemed promising. However, as time went on, the pressures of her career and her ongoing mental health issues began to strain their relationship. The demands of being a star took a toll on her personal life, leading to conflicts and misunderstandings. Garland's struggles with her mental health were compounded by the expectations placed upon her, making it difficult for her to find peace and fulfillment. The very success that should have brought her joy often left her feeling more isolated than ever, highlighting the complex interplay between her public persona and private battles. Judy's career was characterized by both remarkable successes and significant setbacks. After her breakthrough role in The Wizard of Oz, she continued to deliver outstanding performances in films like Meet Me in St. Louis, Easter Parade, and A Star is Born. These films showcased her incredible talent and ability to connect with audiences. However, the pressures of maintaining her career, combined with her personal struggles, led to several professional challenges. The demands of Hollywood took a toll on her mental and physical health. She faced issues with substance abuse, which affected her performances and relationships in the industry. Despite these challenges, Judy displayed resilience and made several comebacks throughout her career. She returned to the stage and screen multiple times, captivating audiences with her powerful voice and emotional depth. Her ability to rise from adversity made her a beloved figure in entertainment history, illustrating the complexities of her life and career. In 1950, Judy Garland faced one of the most significant setbacks of her career when MGM terminated her contract. This decision came after years of relentless work, which had taken a serious toll on her health. Judy struggled with various health issues, and her dependency on medication made it increasingly difficult for her to meet the demanding expectations of the studio. Despite these challenges, Judy was determined to reclaim her place in the entertainment world. She embarked on a series of concert tours that not only showcased her incredible talent, but also highlighted her resilience in the face of adversity. These tours allowed her to connect with audiences in a more personal way, and her performances were filled with emotion and passion. Judy's ability to rise above her struggles and deliver unforgettable shows proved her strength as an artist. Her journey during this time is a testament to her enduring spirit and dedication to her craft, as she continued to captivate audiences with her remarkable voice and stage presence. Her comeback was spectacularly marked by her performance at the London Palladium in 1951, where Judy Garland captivated audiences with her powerful voice and emotional depth. This performance was not just a concert, it was a celebration of her resilience and talent. Following this success, she had a triumphant run at the Palace Theater in New York, where her ability to connect with the audience became even more evident. Each song she sang resonated with the crowd, showcasing her unique ability to convey deep emotions through music. The pinnacle of her comeback came with her role in the 1954 film A Star is Born. Despite facing numerous production challenges and personal difficulties, Judy delivered a performance that many consider her finest. Her portrayal of a talented singer struggling with fame and personal demons mirrored her own life experiences, adding layers of authenticity to her character. This film not only marked a significant moment in her career, but also highlighted her enduring spirit and dedication to her craft. Judy Garland's journey during this time remains a powerful testament to her talent and resilience. Judy Garland's struggle with addiction was a significant and painful part of her life. Deeply intertwined with the pressures of her career, the use of substances was not uncommon in Hollywood at the time, but for Judy, the impact was devastating. As a young star, she faced immense pressure to perform and maintain a certain image. The studio system, which controlled many aspects of her life, often prioritized profit over her well-being. Executives prescribed medications to help her cope with the demanding work schedule, which included long hours and constant public scrutiny. These medications, initially intended to help her, soon led to dependency. Judy found herself trapped in a cycle of using drugs to stay awake for performances, and then taking other substances to help her sleep. This pattern took a toll on her physical and mental health. Despite her immense talent and popularity, Judy struggled with feelings of inadequacy and anxiety, which were exacerbated by her addiction. Her battles with substance abuse were often public, leading to a series of personal and professional setbacks. She faced numerous hospitalizations and rehabilitation attempts throughout her life. The toll of addiction affected her relationships, her career, and ultimately her legacy. Judy Garland's story is a poignant reminder of the darker side of fame and the human cost of the entertainment industry. Despite her remarkable talent and iconic status, Judy Garland faced significant challenges in her life. particularly regarding her struggles with substance abuse. Throughout her career, she made multiple attempts at rehabilitation, seeking help to overcome her addiction. Each time, she experienced periods of sobriety that offered hope for a brighter future. However, the immense pressures of her career, coupled with the complexities of her personal life, often proved overwhelming. These pressures frequently led her back to substance abuse, creating a cycle that was difficult to break. The toll on her physical and mental health was profound. As she battled her addiction, her ability to work was severely affected. The demands of her profession, combined with her existing struggles with anxiety and depression, created a perfect storm that made recovery increasingly elusive. Each relapse not only impacted her health, but also her relationships and career opportunities. The struggle was not just with the substances themselves, but also with the emotional pain that drove her to seek solace in them. This ongoing battle highlighted the tragic reality of her life, where the very industry that celebrated her talent also contributed to her struggles. Despite her immense talent and the adoration of fans, Judy Garland often felt trapped and misunderstood, battling her demons alone. Her life was a complex tapestry woven with the threads of fame and personal struggle. She was a beloved star, known for her incredible voice and acting skills, yet behind the scenes, she faced profound loneliness. This feeling was not just a fleeting emotion, it was a deep-seated part of her existence. She once poignantly reflected, "If I am a legend, then why am I so lonely?" This statement reveals the paradox of her life. While she captivated audiences and became an icon, the pressures of fame and the expectations placed upon her created a chasm between her public persona and her private self. Garland's struggles with mental health and substance abuse further isolated her. The very industry that celebrated her talent often failed to understand her pain. Friends and family sometimes could not grasp the depth of her loneliness, leaving her to navigate her challenges in solitude. The bright lights of Hollywood, which should have brought joy, often cast long shadows over her life. Her story is a reminder that even those who seem to have it all can feel profoundly alone, trapped in a world that does not see their true selves. The contrast between her public image and her internal battles paints a vivid picture of a woman who, despite her legendary status, yearned for connection and understanding. Her legacy is not just one of talent, but also of the poignant reminder of the human experience, where loneliness can exist even in the midst of